Spoilers for Dragon Ball Super Chapter 101 are finally out, and boy, we are in for an exciting 2024 concerning Dragon Ball, because this new arc kicks off with a bang, and well, guess what we finally find out and is ultimately confirmed, especially for one character, potentially two. Beerus and Broly are stronger than Ultra Instinct Goku, and maybe this one is more accepted, but Gohan Beast seems to be as well. And guys, like I said, lots of things to be excited about, especially with this chapter. Lots of things going on, lots of things finally confirmed. Things that we've been waiting for throughout the whole retelling of Superhero are finally coming to fruition. We finally get to Beerus' planet, where Goku and Vegeta are training with Broly. We get to see Gohan Beast again. They talk about Black Frieza. They talk about Broly. Beerus gets involved in the talk. My only caveat here is we only have the previews made by certain translators yet. We don't have the full, obviously, manga to see what the actual end product is. However, based on my sources and reliable sources, the translations are pretty accurate. So first off, guys, subscribe to the channel, because not that long ago, I released a video talking about why Broly might not be able to turn Super Saiyan anymore, and it was based off lots of events that have happened in the actual manga history itself, and it's turned out to be right. This is what's been translated by Chronicles. This is what it states. Goku worries that Broly might go berserk again, but Whis notes that things have changed a little. Goku doesn't understand what Whis means by this. Broly soon gains the upper hand in the fight. Vegeta lowers his ki, hides behind a tree. By the way, guys, you need to see the scans. Vegeta's in Super Saiyan at this point, so base Broly seems to be getting the better of Super Saiyan Vegeta. But to continue, but Broly takes a moment to think and hits Vegeta. Goku and Whis are both happy to see Broly's progress, so Broly is making progress with control, but he cannot tap into his berserker power increases. But now the real training begins, as Vegeta notes that it's good that he's not getting mad during the fight. But if he doesn't, he can't show his true strength. What do we know about Broly? When he goes Super Saiyan, he basically goes on a rampage, he goes berserk. He no longer has control of his strength. He is not a warrior, he's a berserker, which has implications to certain statements we've heard throughout this series. So Broly needs to figure out a way to bring out his true strength. Goku suggests to him to go Super Saiyan as well, but Broly says it's difficult for him to do that. So guys, Broly, after the Broly movie, cannot go Super Saiyan at will reliably. Now, I'm not going to say that means he cannot go Super Saiyan at all. I'm saying he cannot tap into that transformation reliably and keep control over it. A lot of this chapter is about Broly learning to control his power even when he's mad, which is essentially what Super Saiyan is. In fact, Vegeta and Goku reference that in this particular manga chapter. Super Saiyan is an anger form, but they've learned to get control over it. But Broly literally confirmed in dialogue that he cannot just turn Super Saiyan, and even if he likely did, he'd go completely berserk. He wouldn't be able to control that power. Now, he likely will be able to do that at some point, and like I've said in the past, I'd like him to become more like the Z version of the legendary Super Saiyan, and yes, he is the legendary Super Saiyan. But ultimately, what this also affects is the granola narrative, where certain members of Universe 7 were stated to be the strongest via the wish, i.e. Granola and Gas. Of course, Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta at certain points managed to surpass them, only to get surpassed again, and then of course Black Frieza arrived on the scene. However, that wish that got Granola and Gas their power would not have been taken into account Broly, simply because he cannot at that point in time reach his full power. So, whilst a lot of people were open to this idea, I did release a video on Broly movie, Broly, and a hypothetical current Broly turning legendary Super Saiyan versus Gas. And I did state that it was still possible it could be referencing Broly movie Broly if he can no longer turn Super Saiyan, as he would be removed from that wish that wished for the likes of Granola and Gas to become the strongest in the universe. Well guys, that's been confirmed. Broly can't go Super Saiyan, he certainly cannot do it reliably. When we said that Goku and Vegeta were the strongest in the universe, he did say no one specifically, so he could have been taking that into account as well. Some people will argue that Goku seems to think Broly can go Super Saiyan, but Goku, Vegeta and Gohan all struggled to turn Super Saiyan initially when they first achieved the form, and they have a lot better control over their anger than Broly does. Like with the Beerus video last month that I did concerning the jump source stating he's stronger than Black Frieza, and the fact that Goku and Vegeta haven't surpassed him, this is all in the pretext. The story does tell you this information. People need to start using the pretext and look at the subtext to find the context. Whichever way you look at it, base Broly is still on Super Saiyan Vegeta's level. Even if you want to ignore the fact that this is now heavily likely relating to Broly movie Broly, who was a match in terms of raw power or somewhat relative to a blue fusion that multiplies a Super Saiyan Blue's power by thousands upon thousands of times, and blue fusions have consistently been compared to Beerus in terms of raw power reserve, and I'm going to say, guys, only raw power reserve. Beerus likely has a lot of other abilities that mean he would slap basically all of these characters. And guys, we've talked about this multiple times on this channel. Even if you want to ignore that it's Broly movie Broly, regardless, if Broly turned legendary Super Saiyan now, he is stronger than Goku and Vegeta with their ultra forms. Like Toriyama literally stated during the superhero movie, Broly is the strongest. That's his narrative arc, his character arc. He is supposed to be the strongest Saiyan. I, now after learning he definitely can't go Super Saiyan, because I was only theorizing at one point, that is likely referring to the Broly from the Broly movie. As Frieza stated, if he got that power that he demonstrated under control and was able to use it fully in a more efficient manner like say Jiren, he would be unstoppable. Now, like I said, I released a video concerning Beerus being stronger than Black Frieza last month. It was in the Jump magazine, where Goku and Vegeta with their ultra forms are stated to be in the realm of the gods. I've once again talked many times on this channel how all the gods of destructions are not the same level. Beerus is one of the strongest, if not the strongest, alongside Kitela. Guys, what all this supports is small incremental power creeps from each arc to the next. It's more about developing and honing your techniques now in your ultra forms. Because of the Toei anime of Dragon Ball Super, a lot of people were led to believe that Beerus had been surpassed by Ultra Instinct Goku and Jiren, but one, that's the anime, it's different continuity, and we can argue that another time, but ultimately, the manga and Toyotaro with Toriyama, who regularly checks his work, clearly do not see it like that. So remember, these are spoilers, it's just a short summary, so we'll find out more over the next coming days, especially when the manga releases for real on Viz. Goku is talking with Chi-Lai about Black Frieza and calls him a nightmare. She even states, what would you do now if he showed up? That could even be an indication that they think he would beat Broly as well, so that's certainly something to chew on. Beerus cuts in and tells Goku that there'd always be someone above him, so he just needs to continue training. Beerus states, if you can surpass me, I will recommend you become the next god of destruction. But Goku replies, but I have no interest in becoming a god of destruction. We've known that for a while. I don't know why Beerus wouldn't suggest Vegeta, as he's learning Hakai and Goku's going the angel path. Regardless, Beerus actually tells Goku, if you can surpass me. There is no doubt about it anymore. And a prime source, a source material, has Beerus stating that he's stronger than Goku post superhero arc. Beerus is stronger than Goku. Done. Like I said last month, the pretext for this narrative has always been there. Toyotaro does not have to write it in every single arc that their goal is to surpass Beerus. The exposition for that was done a long time ago. Still, another important point. Beerus says that he will recommend Goku to become the God of Destruction if he can surpass him. So, that panel in chapter 27, where Beerus tells Vegeta, when he just learned complete Super Saiyan Blue, pre-Tournament of Power, that he could be a God of Destruction candidate in another universe, and as we find out in the Tournament of Power, that Vegeta with his completed Super Saiyan Blue form is a match for Toppo, who is the God of Destruction candidate, and it is clearly being based on their power level, because Beerus literally tells Goku that he would need to surpass him. Maybe Toppo is at the level of Belmod. Does that make Belmod even weaker? As I've stated many times before, Beerus is a lot stronger than Belmod. This is a clear reference to power. And lastly, Gohan transforms into Gohan Beast. And because Goku and Vegeta are no longer embroiled in their fight where they're focusing on each other, they sense Gohan's power from Beerus's planet. So Gohan, with his Gohan Beast transformation, I wouldn't say it's outright confirmed, but I would not bet against Gohan Beast being stronger than Ultra Instinct Goku. Obviously, if you've been following me for a while, you know I think that anyway. Not only that, Whis knows about the superhero events. He tells Beerus about the terrifying monster Cell Max, and that Goku's son and Piccolo defeated Cell Max. Beerus doesn't seem to remember who Gohan is, which is hilarious considering he's fought for him in the Tournament of Power, but Beerus did sense the situation, so he did know or could likely sense Cell Max's power. Now guys, going back to the whole Broly thing, we know from Toriyama interviews that a complete Cell Max is even stronger than Broly. So, I think we could see a completed Cell Max sometime soon. We know Carmine's still alive, and the Red Ribbon Army will probably be kept alive through him. So, these are exciting times, guys. Oh, one last thing. Bulma said that Gohan was so great at that time that he might have surpassed Vegeta and Goku. This is what Vegeta states. So, Bulma's not really reliable, but you could argue that she may have heard that from somebody like Piccolo, and they don't really say anything about Orange Piccolo, at least not what we've got yet. I would like them to make a reference to it. I'd also like to hear them make a reference to Black Frieza in relation to the likes of Broly. We'll have to wait and see. But really exciting times to be a Dragon Ball superfan at the moment. I'm really stoked about this chapter because for a long time Toyotaro seems to always avoid giving us answers on certain situations, but this chapter seemingly does all that. Delighted. Make sure you subscribe. Lots of videos coming your way. Smash a like on the video if you've known Beerus has been the strongest all along. Until next time, Ad Astra.